All right, guys, we're back again with another video again. So we're gonna do a lot of these again. So I'm back here with Becca. You know, as you guys know, my girlfriend, and we are going to be.
See, you got it right that time.
I did it on purpose last time, but yeah, but no. So we are back. So we did just, if you haven't caught up with the last video, we just watched Scream 7, and now we just took some thorough time to consolidate our thoughts on all 7 Scream movies ranked. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna wait till Sunday to put your full thing out, and it takes time to get your video edited. And look, that's great, but I got work to worry about and other stuff. I don't want to get stuck having to put a ranking video out too late and worry about that. So I want to get it done right now. What's fresh in my head. So for me, because I'm pretty definitive on where I stand with these, and I think Becca is as well. So we're just going to go through them, guys. We're going to count them down. Now, remember, this is our list. Doesn't mean it's the right list, but it is our list. And we'd love to know yours in the comments below.
Yeah.
Before we get set. You don't have to agree with it. You just have to accept it. That's all it is. Like my friend Lando from Solo says, look, I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but I'm going to accept it.
Yes.
And that's all we ask. Accept the list, drop the like, hype the video, and you know where it all comes from. So, yes, do all the things. But let's get started. Counting, like Deadpool says, counting down. Number 7. So, guys, as you guys know, there are 7 Scream movies now. And I know a lot of morons out there on the internet, including on Rotten Tomatoes Spectrum, are going to tell you, oh, that the newest movie is the worst movie. Well, let me tell you, they are wrong. They are very wrong, and you will understand when you watch this list.
Completely wrong.
But we're going to do something really interesting, right? So you know how they say, they say when you're a kid and you're in diapers, they refer to yourself as terrible twos, as a bad age when you're a kid? Well, that's the funny thing, right? Because the 7 on the list, the worst film in the franchise is dun 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 Scream 2. It's so bad, guys. We rewatched it the other night, and we did other activities over watching it because we literally could not do anything else. But our memory was like, we can't get into it. We tried. We made effort.
Tried 3 times.
We came. We saw nothing.
And the thing with me, if a horror movie does not entertain me and I fall asleep, that's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, like our boy Russell Crowe. Are you not entertained? like we were not entertained. So we rewatched it. It does not hold up.
No.
So we really struggle with that one, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's our thoughts on the second movie. The second movie in the franchise is the worst movie. The next worst on the list is Scream 6.
Yeah.
I know. Well, wow. But the new one, we just saw the new one. How can 6 be bad? It had our favorite new character. We wanted to see the potential where the franchise goes. Well, first of all, love Jenna Ortega, but this.
Hey guys, you want to see where the franchise goes? Think about 5 and 6 and what they do with 7.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously.
They flipped it on its head, which we're gonna get to in a minute. But so with the other movies, with 6, the biggest problem is, first of all, look, I love that they reference in the new movie. They reference the events from that one, establishing it as canon somewhat.
There's continuity issues.
Yeah, but they did reference in 7. They do say there's something that happened in New York, which is what happened.
6.
Yes,
they do. Yes,
yes, they do reference.
Yes.
I'm glad they don't reveal some of the stuff. For instance, one of the biggest issues of 6 is, the leads aren't necessarily the problem. The biggest issue, I think, is, there are a lot of ghost faces in that movie. No one's really very memorable in the reveal for that movie, and one of the other issues is it's just a boring one. And my issue is they wanted to make Ghostface scary, and they ruined Ghostface by giving him a gun and detracting from that these are slasher movies.
Yes.
You slash with a knife, not a gun. Not a pistol and a shotgun. Ooh, I'm cool. I'm Ghostface.
Oh, yeah, he used a shotgun.
I'm modern. I'm hip. No, that's not what happened. So, yeah. So, for me, 6 sits at the bottom next to 2 because it's like, why? And then 5, look, she's going to tell you why. Like her biggest thing is the Jenna Ortega stuff. That's when she started.
It's just not her thing. I'm sorry.
My biggest thing is they fucking killed Dewey, bro. And we're going full spoilers. Like,
that pissed me off, too.
I would not have minded Dewey being around in 7 to reunite with his his fellow friends.
Yes.
Why can't Dewey get a happy ending?
I was not
Well,
happy about Dewey dying.
Yeah, like
really
what?
wasn't.
Sydney can get a happy ending, but Dewey
To be
can't.
fair, has she really gotten a happy ending?
I mean, she did in the end.
She did in the end in every movie, but did she really?
In the last one, he survived.
Oh, touche.
I mean, they go to the hospital to see him. Like, unless
Also, give me spoilers again.
we're talking spoilers now.
Okay, we're talking spoilers. Okay, cool, great.
There's a space between both videos. So
Gotcha.
So when we do the ranking, all bets are off.
Okay,
So we're talking about the previous movies and the new movie. And by the time we get to Scream 7, they'll understand spoilers.
Gotcha.
But yes, so in general, there'll be a disclaimer in here, obviously. And but you know, so like if Sydney can get truly a happy ending, gets to have her daughter, gets to have all the stuff that, you know, happens, I would like to see Dewey make it to the end. I like to see Dewey and Gil. And if Dewey and Gil didn't actually happen properly and they really couldn't work it out, give Dewey a new chick. The hell, why not?
Honestly, like I said, Sydney really doesn't get a happy ending.
No, I know. But I feel like she does in the end. Like,
she gets more of a happy ending than any of them. I'll give you that. I mean, she had time to get a family.
Yeah.
Or have a
she got to live a life because she survived all the Ghostface killings. And then she's like, I'm going to kill a few more. So, I mean, that's one of the best things. But yeah, so 5, my gripe is they killed Dewey. And once again...
in a very horrific way, which he did not deserve.
Now, one of the things that's kind of sad is... because I'm trying to remember... so the killers in 5... that was the 2 Ghostface, right?
I think.
Yeah, because it was Amber and Richie.
Yeah, Amber and Richie.
And Richie is the guy from The Boys, Jack Quaid. So, and the meme about that one is they made it too obvious because they had the trend of every movie where it's the guy that's watching horror movies on his phone.
Yes.
Is the actual killer.
Yeah, and he was always doing that.
Yeah, and the sad thing about that movie was I wish that movie had one killer. Because I think Amber is utter garbage, bullshit.
She was
terrible.
She was obvious just to tag along.
Yeah.
She was obviously, hey, I'm just
I wish
well, actually, as a matter of fact, if you remember, she even said she only followed him because she's in love with him.
Yep, and that's what they do is they try to replicate the first movie.
Yes.
So they tried to do Billy Loomis and Schumacher, but they failed epically. And I wish it was just Richie. I think the reveal of even though it's obvious that he was the horror movie guy, I would love them to make Richie crazy. I would love if Richie was Joker level, just mad by himself.
Well, to be fair, every Ghostface has been a little insane.
But I wish they would have made him more insane. They made him too tame because he had his girlfriend Amber.
Yes, yeah.
I would have loved him to just be crazy. He was he was Melissa's boyfriend. He should have been and then it was real that Amber. So it would have been funny for him to be no, you're so obsessed with Billy Loomis, but I'm more obsessed with Billy Loomis than you are, and I'm the bigger fan, and I'm crazy.
And unfortunately, it turned out Amber was a crazy one.
Exactly. So I wish that he was crazy because Amber was fucking bullshit and she is the lamest Ghostface I've ever seen. When she died, and yes, I get excited when a Ghostface gets killed because they're the bad guy. You're supposed to root for the hero, but for me, I really just did not like Amber so much that when she burst into flames, I laughed my ass off and said that was cinema when she died. And the best part is, that bitch would not die.
No!
She was rolling up the damn stairs, and she still is not dead.
It's how?
How are you alive? You're
this is not Michael Myers!
You're fucking 4 feet tall, maybe 3 feet, whatever.
It's suddenly put on Michael Myers.
Fucking short-ass bitch.
How did that happen?
Yeah, and can't do nothing. It's it was ridiculous. But yeah, so I really just do not like 5 or 6 because just those reasons. Fucking hate Amber. She can burn in hell like she burns straight up. Fucking hate that they wasted Jack Quaid's talents.
And Dewey.
Yep, and Dewey dying. Those are my reasons. And then next up after that one, we have, of course, now we're at number 4. So this is number 4 on the list? Yeah, because we did so we did number 2 was the worst, then the second worst is number 6, then the third worst is number 5. So next up on our list is number 4. Now number 4 on this list, ironically, because this is out now, number 4 on the list is actually number 4, which is crazy. So now that I think all these movies up and above are the better half, but 4 still is missing that secret sauce.
Yeah.
I think 4 is better than 5, 6, and 2.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as our top 3.
Yeah.
Now with these 4 with the 4th film, yeah, I like the actress from Heroes. I think Kirby was an interesting character, but you're deviating from, like I said in my Scream 7 review, you're deviating from the main portion characters. And, like, it's cool you got a new character. I mean, I think that that's not always a bad idea if you can deliver a good story. But I just don't think, I don't remember 4 that much. And so why it's in this placement is just kind of like, I don't have too much bad stuff to say. Yeah, Kirby's newer to the franchise. She didn't appear in the previous movie.
No, she was a kid in one of them, and then she was an adult in the next
right,
one.
But she doesn't play a memorable role.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like, she's not in all of them in a big...
That's true. Yes,
so that's what I mean. But yeah, she did appear. They set her up, which is fine. It's fine that they set her up. But, so overall, I really felt that, the 4 is really just lack of memory, just really not remembering, not giving a damn.
No.
It can't be any higher, but it also can't be any lower because everything else is so bad.
Yeah.
And it's not so bad, it's good. It's just so bad. Like, God, it's so bad.
It had to be put somewhere.
Yep, it had to be put somewhere. So then, this is the surprising one, guys. Number 3 on the list is the original Scream.
Yeah.
Now, look, we rewatched it. I still have a lot of nostalgia for this movie.
Yeah.
But it's dated. The effects, the blood looks cheap, which is to be expected, but at the same time, we have to give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
Credit is due. W in this movie is that we have Stu Macher, which is, to me, still stands as the best killer of the franchise. I think that all the movies, I think you had the most interesting plot when it was Stu and Billy.
Yeah.
I think they had the best motive for going after. Mm-hmm. And I also love, I don't know why, but like, I know everyone's going to say, oh, well, Billy has the best motive because, you know, they even carried the Billy plot line over to Melissa. If Melissa would have stayed in the franchise.
Turns out that's actually his child.
Yeah, she would have eventually been revealed to be properly the child. Well, no, they did reveal.
They did reveal that because she kept seeing his ghost. She kept seeing his, like...
Yep, so eventually they probably would have drove her...
He's trying to drive her to being the killer.
If they would have kept her in the franchise and she didn't have her political stuff going on, she probably would have been the next Ghostface. Like, that probably would have obviously happened.
She almost gave in.
Yeah, she was crazy. She definitely would have probably become Ghostface, which some people really wanted to see that. I don't know. It depends if the actress could deliver the performance. We'd have to see. We'll never know, though. So that's whatever. But, so in general, I think Stu... One of the things that makes Stu more interesting than Billy is Billy's crazy, and, you know, the whole boyfriend trope, that was the first time they did it, which is great. But the thing I love about Stu is, and they reference it in 7 so perfectly, is the fact that he was doing everything because he was bored. Like, I love that he was bored.
He was bored and just went along with Billy.
I'm going to host a party, I'm bored.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Like,
I'm
that's
going to go on
great.
a killing spree with Billy, I'm bored.
So, yeah, like really the only issue with 1 is just that, like you said, it's a bit dated, but it does have the best killers. I will give it that. Yeah. I still think the original scene in that movie is iconic. Mm-hmm. And I love that in 7 that they go back to the said location for the final battle. So that was great. So I love... So I enjoy the first movie.
Said location. That was in the very beginning when he burned it down.
But I'm talking about in the end of the movie. They go back to the location where the girl where the first victim was killed. Do you not remember what her boyfriend?
They were about behind her house.
No, there's 2 parts. So in the beginning of the movie, they have like the murder house where all the different people were killed as like a museum.
Yes.
But then in the end of the movie, you go back to the house.
But how did I miss that?
Yes, so they go back in 7. They go back to the house where the first girl making popcorn is killed.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. So they did that little homage. So that's why that is that way.
Okay.
So the first movie.
I didn't realize that.
So the first movie, I like this story. We'll talk about 7 more in a minute. But that's why I think that 1 has that iconic moment. I like that. You know, the whole "got you like a fish" line in the original movie, classic. Love the Ghostface voice. Think the developer's done a great job with the voice changer. So that's where that's at. I know they might be like, well, how is that one the worst? Well, not the worst one, but why is that one only in number 3 on the list? And it's still number 3 in the 3 best of the franchise. That's still a win. And then we have surprisingly, number 3 is number 2 on the list. Now 3 had good, from what I remember, it had a good story. There's a good story for Dewey in that movie. I think there's a good story for all the main characters. I think it's a very good. I don't remember the killer to save my life, but
Roman.
Oh, it was Roman.
Her
Okay.
brother.
Oh yeah, that's why they chose.
Sydney's
Yeah,
brother. Yes.
yeah, that was a good twist. I like that. I
Yes.
like the tying the family into it.
Yes.
So I think that was fun. So I like 3. I
And
think
Cotton Weary finally got
yeah,
wrapped up.
I think 3 3 is quite enjoyable. I think it deserves to have that second spot because it's very unique. It's continuing the trend, having a fun.
It's like a movie within a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie within a movie, and I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Upon rewatching the movie, never finished it. My brain remembers from the clips that it was very fun, and I could rewatch it again. I liked it.
It's a good movie.
So now, coming in at number 1, surprisingly, not everyone shares his opinion, but we think 7 is the best. And I am going to lay out all the reasons. Now, I will warn you, even though we have lightly talked over, like you season your popcorn, we have lightly sprinkled little spoilers here and there about our thoughts on certain things about each of the movies, but little hints into 7. Now, if you guys genuinely have not seen 7 yet, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you haven't, but if you do care, if you made it this far into the review, or into the ranking video, if you made it this far into the ranking video, this will be the most spoiler portion of the ranking. We have the most to say about the best in the film, in the franchise.
Yes.
So 7 feels like a complete overhaul, reboot of the franchise. And you just like how No Way Home was, for Spider-Man, was great nostalgia, and it was fun that they brought back some of your favorite characters, little homages, little references. But that movie gets overtaken by, once you see the surprise of the movie is gone, you lose the nostalgia wears off.
Yes.
But with this movie, they have plenty of things to share because they have so much to hide. And the trailers don't reveal any of the things to hide. Even the leakers tried.
Yes.
They tried to make up some fake mistakes. So let's go with the first thing. The first girl, the second victim after the main first 2 victims to be killed, ends up being McKenna Grace in this movie, which was a shocking surprise because all the leaks say that she's the killer and she has a killer musical number in the credits. So make sure you stay for the credits to hear that musical number. I did not know McKenna Grace could sing, but man, was she good?
And she made this song. She made this song with what was it? Ice 9 Kills.
Yeah, I think that's what the group
was. And they
was.
made it for this movie entirely.
Yeah, so that was cool. So I like that. So I was a little bummed that McKenna Grace was killed, but I do kind of like that McKenna Grace is the new Tatum of this
she was the
movie.
fourth victim, I think, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was they killed her second after the first 2.
No. There was the boy that got his throat slit that was supposed to be the thing that was making her go over down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so she was
the fourth.
She was the 4th. Yes, because that's right. Okay, so she was the 4th victim of the movie, but she is really the Tatum of this movie because she's connected to Tatum, the new Tatum, Tatum 2.0.
Yes.
Well, Tatum 2.0 she's connected to, and the fact that they leaned more into the theater element of this movie, I thought was interesting. Of like how Sydney's all about as young being the theater protege and everything, and this one her daughter's trying to try the stage career. The fact we get to see some kills on stage. Yeah.
Unfortunately, her daughter had no role compared to what her mother had.
Yeah, no, her mother was a gifted talent.
Yes.
Where here, her daughter just becomes a dog and
Fluffy.
does things. Yeah, named Fluffy. So that's interesting. So yeah, interesting red herring that was put out there with the leaks. So don't believe everything you hear on the internet. It's not true. There are 3 killers in this movie. The first one is a misdirect nobody that just happened to
call him cannon fodder.
That happened to just show up in Sydney's coffee shop where she works, and apparently all 3 killers went to the same insane asylum. Basically,
go figure.
Yeah, so that's kind of how they met. It's a buddy date. They go into the same insane asylum.
And the weird thing is the guy who was the first one didn't make any sense. There was no tie to her.
Right. So other than her just giving the giving the coffee
exactly.
from her.
Like I said, he's cannon fodder.
Yep. So they just wanted to kill her because when the first Ghostface goes after Sydney, and the daughter, they just needed someone to be the first one to kind of scare Sydney.
Oh, and he went out like, oh my gosh.
Well, you had to give Gail a good entrance. So.
Oh yes, Gail. Oh.
And I love it when Gail shows up and she says,
his ass over.
And she said, let's unmask this fucker. Like, love that. Love that she got the F-bomb. Think that's great. And there's a lot of them in the movie, which is great. So that was iconic.
Yeah.
And so, yes, that was the first killer. Then the second killer ends up being the guy that was supposed to run well, not run, but he was supposed to work at the insane asylum, and then, or it was just another patient, whatever. Yeah, I don't know how he fits into it, but he worked there, and then I guess he bonded with the first guy, and then also, the fun thing is, while all this is going on to build the bigger misdirect, the way to get Sydney roped into this is they try to convince not only Sydney, but also the audience that Stumacher is alive.
Yeah.
And so this is where people have issue with the movie. I don't have an issue with it, but a lot of people had issues with that they used AI and deepfake in our modern world to...
They did it the right way, though.
Yeah, they did it. For people that have issues with it, I don't understand it, because they had to do something to bring Sydney into...
They had to get her out of hiding.
Yeah, get her out of hiding. And it took her thinking Stumacher was alive to pull her in.
Yeah.
And she was terrified.
And then they used that same AI aspect to taunt her.
Yep. And Matthew Lillard was brilliant. And they literally drive Sydney crazy throughout the movie, because not only do they do Matthew Lillard, they do Dewey for whatever reason.
Her brother Roman.
They do her brother. They just
Billy Loomis's mother.
Yep, they push everyone into her, just kind of make drive her insane.
Yeah.
Well, there was a real part as the audience member when you're watching it, we're like, wow, maybe Stu really is alive.
Yeah.
And then they
had you thinking it.
And then they pull the curtain on you, because then the third Ghostface, once again, spoilers as we've already talked about, is the big one.
Yeah.
Ends up being Jessica, her neighbor, that just was jealous of her. And then her basically...
Well, no, she was her... She idolized her.
She idolized her.
And she read her book, and she was helping her, but then she didn't show up in New York.
Which basically becomes an homage to the other movies of just, yep, okay, the obsessor of Sydney.
Yes. She was the obsessed one.
Yep, so... And she provides quite a unique challenge for Sydney, because while they've actually had other female Ghostfaces in this franchise, I like that she actually knew how to take a punch and can actually fight back against Sydney.
However, interestingly enough, about the other females, she, this particular one actually killed her husband and her son.
Yep. She's actually
extra baggage.
She was actually psychotic, and she wanted only Sydney in her life, and then she wanted to kill Sydney. That was her biggest desire.
Because she felt like she screwed her over.
Yep. That's how it felt for her. So she was all pissed that Sydney wanted to live her life, and it's her fault. So for Sydney not being the Scream Queen anymore, that upset her.
And she wanted to make her daughter Sydney 2.0.
Yep. So that was her. So she was doing a crazy thing. But trust me when I tell you, she got what she deserved, because that bitch got stabbed a number of times.
No. She didn't get stabbed.
She did. She got stabbed several times. But then the ending,
No, she's the one that got shot through the wall.
Yeah, but that was her end. But
right.
Because she got stabbed multiple times by Sydney when they were having their own encounter.
The screwdriver. Yeah,
the screwdriver. She got stabbed.
Yep.
So how she lives through that, and then literally Sydney and Tatum just gunned her down and gave her the definitive definition of makeover to the max. Let
me give you an idea of this look here. If you've ever seen Scream, or I think it's Scream, or it's not Scream, but Saw 3, the shotgun necklace, when that thing goes off, that's what her face looks like.
Yep. She just got utterly disformed and ended her. And then the movie kind of ends well, because Mark is in critical condition, but he survives.
He's alive.
They go to see him in the hospital, and then the movie just kind of wraps up.
Yeah.
So Scream 7 is really good. It brings back the franchise. Now, Paramount, I know you guys are going to get greedy because you just made all your money with your little Warner Brothers deal, and that's a little annoying, which we'll talk about in the next video. But whatever you do not make another one, because this movie is perfect, like Homelander says, right down to the last minute detail.
Yeah.
You do not need to make another film. This is good. Call it off. It's done. We don't need no more Ghostfaces popping up. I don't need to see Billy Loomis's grandson show up from the woodwork out of hell because you want to bring someone back from, and then use deepfake AI to make Billy fuck with everyone, and then be like, it's the son or the daughter, whatever you think is going to be the next Gen Z moment for you. No. But, no, it's a great...
You also forgot the one twist, too, if you don't mind me popping in here with this one.
Yeah.
There was another twist that they tried to throw off a red herring and thought it was Tatum's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because he was looking at all the stuff and he had that deep fake technology on his
they
computer.
just, and Sydney was very skeptical about him just being a mother and the boyfriend, which is funny because all the things that Sydney does, Tatum does, so it's like... But
you can have the boyfriend through the window.
Yep. Classic moment. I love that Sydney was like. I love that Sydney just knows when he hits the floor, like
Oh yeah.
that she knew it was
She's like,
him.
Hi Ben, how you doing over there on the floor?
Yep. Like that was great. No, I love Mother Sydney. But yeah, and I know that a lot of you guys are big Terrifier fans and all these other big horror franchise, but I'm gonna tell you, you can all shut your damn cake hole because this franchise ends with Sydney once again being the best final girl.
Yep.
So you can shut up and take it. I don't care how many other Terrifiers you're gonna make. I don't care if you've got your big Serena crush on whatever in Terrifier and all that other stuff. You love that movie. You guys are all simps for that girl just because you just see her naked in the movie and all that shit in the shower and whatever. But no, it's not.
Okay.
Sydney doesn't have to get naked to be a badass. She just is a badass.
And this time she gets to do it with her daughter.
Yeah, and now they both get to be badass.
Yes.
And so it's perfect. It's great. Hope you guys enjoyed this ranking. Share yours in the comments below. No, it ran a little long. That's how we do it this way. So we just had a lot to say. So thanks for watching. Stab that like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.
And please don't get so mad that you truly become Ghostface. Otherwise,
We're obsessed.
Otherwise, we might have to fight about it. But yeah, have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.
Oh.
Whoa!